Welcome to today's Pearl of Wisdom. Today we're going to talk about fire. A lot of people have been feeling like they're in the fire and they're getting burned. So let's see what the Word of God says about being in the fire.
The Word talks about fire in 1 Peter 1:7, where it says, "The tested genuineness of your faith, more precious than gold that perishes though it is tested by fire, may be found to result in praise and honor and glory at the revelation of Jesus Christ." We can see by this that fire refines us and purifies us.
Well, there's another place where the Bible talks about a different kind of fire. Now, this one in the book of Daniel is where Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego are thrown into the fire for refusing to bow down to King Nebuchadnezzar. They refuse to bow down to any god other than the one true God.
Daniel 3:19 says, "King Nebuchadnezzar was furious with Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, and his attitude towards them changed. He ordered the furnace heated 7 times hotter than usual and commanded some of his strongest soldiers in the army to tie them up and throw them into the blazing furnace. These men were wearing robes, trousers, turbans, and other clothes. They were bound and thrown into that blazing furnace. The king's command was so urgent and the furnace was so hot that the flames of the fires killed the soldiers who threw Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego into the fire, where they fell into the blazing furnace."
King Nebuchadnezzar leaped to his feet in amazement and said, "Look, I see 4 men walking around in the fire, unbound and unharmed. And the 4th looks like a son of the gods." He called for Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, the servants of the Most High God, to come out. When they came out, everyone could see that the fire had not harmed their bodies, nor was a hair of their heads singed. Their robes were not scorched, and there was no smell of fire on them.
Did you hear that? There was no smell of fire on them. How many times have you gone to a bonfire and come out smelling like smoke? These men were actually thrown into the fire, and they came out with nothing singed, and no smell of smoke.
Well, that's our God. This reminds me of my life.
And mine too.
After all that I've been through and how he rescued me from so many fires, and nothing was singed and there's no smell of smoke.
So we want to encourage you today to remember God is faithful.
Yes.
He will bring you through the fire using everything for your good, and you'll come out not even smelling like smoke. That is the goodness of our God.
Yes. And what did Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego do before and after the fire? They prayed and they praised God. So let's follow their example and trust God to get us through the fire.
Thank you for joining us on today's Pearl of Wisdom. Remember, you can find us on Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, Instagram, and on our website at radiantpearlsministries.com.
And remember, you have strength, you have hope, and you have loveliness. We'll see you next time.